it's Mary here, and today I am interviewing Amelia, who you all know as Tofu Vegan. You probably have seen her on Instagram, you've probably seen her amazing drawing. She's such a good illustrator.
Not really.
No, you are. So today I'm just going to be asking her some questions. So first of all, how old were you when you started drawing?
Oh god, like 2. I don't know.
That's amazing. Did you just like pick up a pen and you were just like, oh?
Yeah, just like always doodling. Like when growing up, I like read the Moomins.
That's
the
really
Moomins,
cute.
and I like draw the Moomins.
Was that like the first thing you ever drew?
Probably, yeah. I think I remember drawing a big Moomin.
That's
when I was like 2
adorable.
or 3 or something. Yeah.
I can just imagine you like, moving. Oh, I bet you were good even then as well.
No. It was only until like. Oh, Cassie.
Yeah, today I'm looking after a
It's
doggy.
just burped.
Was that a bird?
I
Oh
don't know
dear.
what it was. A weird noise. But
Yeah.
no, yeah, like, yeah, I got better in primary school, and then secondary school was when I started like trying painting and stuff.
That's really cool.
Did GCSE art, and then I did A-level art and A-level textile art and photography. I wasn't any good at photography. I'm really bad at photography.
I bet you
But no,
are.
now I'm doing an art and design foundation diploma, and I'm going to do illustration at Portsmouth Uni come September.
That's really exciting. And at what point did you like kind of realise, ooh, I'm all right at drawing. I've got a knack for this. Like, at what point did it click, or was it sort of instant? You just thought, oh, okay, I've got a flair. I'm gonna keep doing this.
I don't know. I just like enjoyed it. I never really. I don't know. I mean, I won a couple competitions when I was younger. But no, I only ever really drew because I enjoyed it. Really, it's not really. I don't know.
That's
People would tell me
nice.
that they thought my art was really good. I don't know if I ever thought it was, but.
That's quite nice though that you did it like for enjoyment, because I think sometimes when you're having to like do it for, I don't know, like school for example, it kind of takes out some of that enjoyment because you're forced
Yeah,
into
I
it.
didn't really enjoy some of the stuff I had to do at school, like being set a project.
Yeah.
Boring.
No, I totally get you.
I like to do my own thing. I don't like being told what to do.
Yeah, no, of course, like creative freedom and stuff. Like I was the same with writing growing up. Like I hated English at school, even though I love writing and I love creative writing. I hated English at school because you were told what to write, and it was
Yeah,
just
that's
like,
why I did creative writing at A-level instead of like English lit, because we kind of got to do our own thing.
Exactly.
I hated reading it out though.
oh, I hate reading out loud. Yeah, I totally get you. So at what point did you kind of start using your drawing as like a tool for like activism?
Well, I went vegan last year in like February or like beginning of March. Can't remember. It was around then.
Yeah.
And I did start around then, but I didn't start like posting it to Instagram. Well, no, I did, but it wasn't like a thing. It wasn't my thing. It was just like a doodle every now and again. But no, I started properly doing like animal rights art when I did Inktober. You know,
Oh, yeah, of
all through
course.
October you like do an ink drawing. And I did like the theme as animal agriculture, and I wanted to highlight all the different issues that I could think of, and I used like quotes and statistics and stuff, and just like did little ink drawings. And then after that, I'd like a few weeks later, when Inktober was over, I thought, oh, you know, maybe I should try and make these look better and scan them into Photoshop and coloured them and stuff and added digital text. And that's kind of the style that I've got now, really.
Yeah.
It's like a mixture. What I do is I hand draw it, scan it, and then make it digital.
I literally love your Inktober drawings. I remember them. I used to get excited every day. Like, what's she gonna do today? How long did each one like take you roughly, or was it different for different pictures?
Yeah, it was different for different ones. Some of them took like maybe like an hour or more. You know, it wasn't that long because it was having to do it every day. I didn't have much time. And then some didn't take that long at all. I spend longer on stuff now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seem like, I don't know, your work looks so like perfect. Almost looks like you're quite a perfectionist with it. Or does it kind of depend on what you're doing? Like, do you do sort of doodles? I bet your equivalent of a doodle would be like a masterpiece to me.
I don't. Yeah, I feel like all my work's kind of doodly, really.
Oh my
'cause
god.
none of it I spend ages on, really. I mean, well, no, some of it I do.
It's so funny.
Like the one I did of the pigs from Tulip. That took a long time. That's not a doodle one.
I love that picture. It's really sad.
Yeah. That was. Yeah, the first time I properly started colouring on Photoshop like properly.
Let's take ages.
Yeah, it took quite. Obviously, I don't think it would take as long as if I was actually painting. Well, I don't know. But,
I don't know either. I'm not good enough at this.
Yeah.
It's just really funny because like I can just about draw a stick man, and even that wouldn't be straight.
Your drawings aren't bad.
What drawings have you seen?
Fridge drawings.
Good what? Fridge
drawings.
No, my friend drew those.
No, I support some of them by you.
The orca is.
Yeah, it's a great orca.
I'm
amazing.
That's because that's all I did as a child. It was like, right, I'm gonna write about orcas. I'm gonna think about orcas, and god damn it, I will draw them too. And so yeah. Anyway, so you said obviously about Inktober, like obviously they were like ink-based drawings. So what sort of types can you do? Like, can you do painting? Like, do you do illustration?
During like GCSE and A level, I do a lot of acrylic painting, like realistic kind of stuff. But although I wasn't bad at it, I didn't really enjoy it. It was just too long, and yeah, I don't know. I might start it again. I might, portraits or something. I mean, I did start doing an acrylic painting of like a badger, which I want to finish. I've still hung around to it because I'm just like a master procrastinator. But
all creative people are though.
But yeah, I've done like all kinds. Like I do like watercolor as well. One thing I never really use is colouring pencils. I just can't get my head around colouring pencils. That's interesting. Though I do know one really good vegan artist, One Heart Illustration. Everyone's probably heard of her. You know One Heart. She's really good with colouring pencils. I think Kate Louise Powell is as well, but I just... Yeah. It's more that I just haven't really tried them. I haven't really given them a chance, but I just feel like it's not my kind of thing. I prefer like ink pens and...
Yeah. I think everybody has their like style, and yours is so distinctive. Like if I saw one of yours, I'd always be
I feel like my stuff's really different every time. I can't pick a style.
No, I'd always
really different.
Especially the way you draw humans, because occasionally humans do make an appearance, usually in the form of evil to animals. And I always know. I'm like, that's Amelia's, and I can tell when it comes up on my Instagram before I see your name, even though your name comes first. But when you're scrolling really fast, and I'll be like, oh, Amelia's done another one.
I don't draw many people, do I?
No.
Sometimes it. I feel like I need to improve. Like I feel like where I've been drawing animals so long now, like I used to be really good at drawing people, and now I feel like I'm not as good as I used to be.
I suppose like everyone's got their thing that they. I don't know. I think it's really important to draw what you enjoy drawing. Like if you're really into drawing animals, then you should keep drawing animals. Because like I don't know.
I like drawing both really.
Yeah. That's
like, there's definitely a lot of room for improvement. My stuff. It's more that I probably just should spend more time on my stuff, but I'm just so busy with like college and stuff.
I mean, because you're doing it for enjoyment as well. Like it's not like if you were doing this as like a full-time job, it would be different. Although that would take away a lot of the fun, I think, because it's pressure.
Yeah.
You do take commissions.
I do commissions, which obviously I would spend more time on.
So if anybody wants commissions, go to her. I'm gonna put. I meant to say this at the beginning of the video, and I messed this up, but I am going to put like a link to her Instagram and her Facebook page in the description below. Sorry, because I really was meant to say at the beginning. Anyway, so we were talking about, well, you mentioned like a couple of other like cool artists and stuff, and like who you think have like distinctive styles. Are there any like artists in particular who like inspire you, or just general vegan activists? I
would say like Cynical Coyote was like, do you know Cynical Coyote? She was like the first vegan artist I kind of knew of.
Okay.
She's probably it was like her and One Heart and that and Kate Louise Powell. They're like the big three that like.
That's really
also, cool. What's her name? She used to be called, not Vegan Ellie, she used to be called Piano Ellie. No, Vegan Ellie, I met her in London not long ago. And Sarah Secchi, they're really good. That's their Instagram names.
Okay.
Her name's Ellie BN or something? I don't know, hi Ellie if you're watching. Yeah, they're really good. Ellie's like got a really kind of illustration, children's book kind of style.
Oh, that's really
Sarah
cute.
Secchi is amazing, like, kind of, I think she does digital art, quite realistic. And I saw her stuff at the exhibition in London, Somerset House. I did like this, took part in this animal rights exhibition called Free the Voiceless.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was like a month ago now or something, a few weeks ago.
That was very cool.
Yeah, so I had some on my work and I had like my Cruella drawing.
I love
cards.
I love your Cruella drawing. You don't understand, because I think especially for like, I think a lot of the vegan movement are like started out as 90s kids. Like, a lot of them are around our age, or maybe a little younger, maybe a little older, but
Yeah.
you know, in between times, you know, basically everybody grew up with Disney, and so I think 101 Dalmatians was a big influence in a lot of our lives, and so I think your drawing of Cruella is just so, like, I mean, that's probably my favourite drawing you've ever done, you know?
Which one's two? Like,
Oh yeah, the first one, the original.
Yeah.
Mind you, I love them both. Like, they're both really cool. I think, I don't know, that's just me putting my pennies worth in, but like, that's really cool. I will put a link to that as well, just individually, because that is really worth looking at. It's just very, very cool. So obviously, with all creative endeavours, it kind of takes quite a lot. I don't know if you find this, but I find it really takes a lot of like motivation. You have to be in the mood. Like, if you're not in the mood to do it, it just can't happen.
Yeah, that's why the past month I haven't really done much, because it's just more like I'm just so preoccupied with, like, I'm in my last month of college pretty much, and it's like
it's a busy
really
time.
got to focus. Yeah.
So what is it, do you think, that motivates you? Like, do you
so
see
normally
videos?
it would be like like any videos I've seen sometimes can really, you know, if it makes you really angry, you want to do something about it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously seeing people's videos from saves. No, I still haven't done a save. I want to do one at some point. I just got to like be ready for that.
Yeah.
I feel bad. I feel like a fake activist. 'Cause I haven't been to
Sure.
one yet.
How are you a fake activist? No, not true.
No, I will. I'll probably, my first one will probably be Hertfordshire Chicken Save, because obviously
It's local.
So,
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question? Oh
Oh yeah,
it
motivates you. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and
So
like
seeing things.
speeches as well, like motivational speeches.
Yeah, like quotes
you know,
and stuff, right?
like Gary Orofsky, James Aspey, Earthling Ed, watching any of their stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Like when me and you went to the screening of Land of Hope and Glory.
I loved that.
If you haven't watched Land of Hope and Glory, definitely watch it. 'Cause it's
very, very
really
worth watching.
powerful, that, yeah.
And especially if you're UK based, because then you know it's happening in this country, you know, all around the UK, here and now. So, no, for sure. So, if people don't recognise you initially when they start watching this video, I think this will draw their memory. So, I'm sure that most people watching this will have seen a very distinctive drawing of a dairy cow going to slaughter, and she is pregnant while she's being slaughtered, and there's a very harrowing statistic on the side that talks about how frequently cows are slaughtered whilst pregnant, and that's like such an incredible drawing. Again, I'll put a link in the description. What inspired that drawing? Like, was that a video or a photo or something? Did you read that statistic and think,
I read that statistic, and then wanted to
put it into,
like, I wanted to make people aware of it. So many people still aren't aware of that. I mean, before I read about it, I had no idea.
People are in denial.
I think it's 150,000 pregnant cows are slaughtered every year in the UK. Yeah.
It's insane. Like, insane.
And then I did another one of like a dairy cow looking at her unborn child with
so sad.
quote by Earthling Ed. That one got quite popular as well. I sold that, and who is it? I gave the money to Huglets and Tower Hill Stables.
Yeah. It's just such an amazing drawing, and it's so sad, and I think it's something people forget. Like, I hear of story after story where people have had to take animals in to sanctuaries because the animals have given birth whilst on the truck or at the slaughterhouse, and it's just heart-wrenching. It's such a...
You kind of hope that by sharing stuff about that you get through to mothers.
Absolutely.
Like, I just don't know how you could be a mother and kind of know about
all of
the
this.
Dairy industry and all of it, and just not feel
care.
anything and not care.
And like, you hear, like, because it's 150,000 and such a large number of cows are slaughtered per year, obviously the percentage would be very small, but that doesn't take away from the fact that that's 150,000 individuals.
Yeah.
Because, like, I think a lot of like farmers, etc., are like very quick to defend that and are quick to say, oh, but that's only like 1% or something. Like,
and it's probably even higher than that number as well. Yeah, and obviously when you think that's 150,000 individuals, I mean,
that's too high.
Yeah, I mean, even if it was one, it's still too high.
Thank you. Exactly. What is one too many? And how on earth did it go viral, this drawing, and when did you realise it had? Like, tell me how that all took off.
I don't know if the one about the 150 went viral. I think it was the
one looking at her.
Yeah, there was one. I was listening to one of Earthling Ed's podcasts. And he was talking about. He said this really powerful quote, like, imagine the psychological torment of being forcefully impregnated year after year and knowing that every time you give birth, that baby that you carried inside of you for 9 months will be taken away. And when I heard that, I was like, oh my god, you know,
I really just
hit me. Yeah, it's just.
I was gonna cry just then.
I was crying listening to his podcast. It was just because I thought, like, although I've never eaten land animals or anything, I did consume dairy before, and like a lot of dairy, and it just felt like I've contributed to that. And in that moment when he said that, I was like, oh, I really want to like do something about this right now. And like I just made that drawing, and that was my first ever Inktober drawing, actually. And then it's still being shared around today. Like, I mean, I told Ed about it when we met him, and he said that he still sees it like shared around.
I see it all the time. All the time.
And I think that the reason it got so like popular and that is because probably the emotion that I showed in the cow's face, and just, I don't know, and the quote as well. I mean, it's mainly his quote. It's just really powerful.
It's just such a sad drawing. It just really, really hits you in the feels, especially for mothers. It must do. Like, there's a really powerful organisation called Mothers Against Dairy.
Oh, yeah,
have you seen
them?
them?
Yeah,
they're really cool.
Yeah,
I love
great.
them. I bet they probably shared your drawing. I bet they have.
I don't know, maybe.
Probably. I see it shared by random organisations like all the time, and like isn't it in Australia and America now? Hasn't someone in America made stickers?
Yeah, someone in California, I think, or something like that, made it into stickers and sticker bombing it around.
Amazing.
In like the dairy sections and shops, and I think someone made it into leaflets in Australia, and it's been, I think James Espy's girlfriend posted it on her Instagram.
Wow.
She did a really powerful, like, talking about
like the caption.
how bad dairy is, and
That's so cool. Oh, it's just amazing, because that's just, it's like become worldwide so quick. Did you start to gain a lot of momentum after that? Were more and more people interested in your work after that?
Yeah, it was mainly like Inktober that people started
to take notice.
Yeah.
When did you turn your Instagram into like a mostly drawing based Instagram?
It just kind of happened after Inktober. Like, originally I was just going to do Inktober, and then I saw that my drawings being shared around quite a lot, and like, you know, making an actual difference. You know, I get messages like people saying like, oh, you know, that drawing really got to me. You know,
that's amazing.
And I thought, oh, you know, I should keep doing this. So yeah, I should turn my Instagram into just vegan art now.
I love it. I absolutely love it. So, aside from everything else that you're doing, which is all equally amazing, you have now started doing t-shirts.
Yeah.
And your t-shirts are absolutely amazing. I am wearing one, and I'm not sure how... We're both wearing the same one, because it's really cool. This will be reversed, by the way, on the video.
Oh, yeah.
Because we can see it reversed. It's like mirror image, but yes. So, save our seas, go vegan. So... yeah. I absolutely love my t-shirt, and it's really good. It comes in extra small, medium and large, right?
Yeah.
See, I think that's really, really amazing.
They're all organic cotton, printed in the UK, climate neutral, vegan inks, fair wear as well.
That's
so
amazing.
I think that means it's been like, you know, fairly made. It's the same type of t-shirt company that Anti-Carnist use.
Yeah.
So I trusted them. I was like, this should be good. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing some tie-dye ones for summer.
That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
These
tie-dye blue, so it's like waves.
That's so good. Oh my god, I might have to get one of that. These are super comfy as well. Like, you guys definitely, they're available to order. She delivers worldwide, and you. So how much do they cost? Is it $13.99?
Oh god, what is it? $12.99.
Oh, $12.99, and then plus postage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you just pay on my PayPal.
Yeah, I'll put a link to her PayPal in the description below. If you want to order these t-shirts, all you do is you send the money to you directly to you, right? And then do they leave in the notes what size they want and stuff?
Like just your address and size.
There you go.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. It's so easy. It's kind of easier than like going round an online shop and having to do the stress of like logging in. And
I do want to make a shop eventually.
I mean, that would be very
It's
cool as
kind
well.
of just stupid having a PayPal.
No, but it's still really cool because people can just leave their notes and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll put a link in the description below if you want to order one. I really recommend them. They're so comfy, and what I really love about these is they're nice for summer, they're nice for winter with a jacket over, and they're really nice for like comfy pajama days as well, because they're so like relaxy and comfy. But I did get a really big size. I got large because, you know, I am large. I got large t-shirt for large girl. So besides all of this, you are always doing activism. You are very passionate about like Canada Goose. I've seen you do so much.
I've been there about five or six times, I think.
Amazing. You've done Earthlings experience as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I do Earthlings experience every now and again.
You've done Cube of Truth?
No, that is one that I want to do.
Definitely.
I think Connor said he was going to do one in...
Yeah, he wants to start one in Hartford. So
that'd be good.
That's really cool. But basically, you're all over the place doing protests and everything, and like obviously
once like college though, I definitely want to do more though. I feel like I've not had the time to do as much as I want to do.
Still amazing though. Like I feel like I get messages from your mum, who's also vegan by the way, like saying things like, "Oh, do you want to come with us? We're going to this protest and this protest," like all the time. Like you guys are really good with like at doing outreach. She does a lot of like outreach, and she's really confident as well.
I don't think I'm very good at outreach.
No, you are. You're much more confident than me. I'm hilarious because like I'm all mouth and no trousers. Like I sit here and talk on Instagram, on YouTube, like with ease, and then put me in front of like a stranger and like get me to tell them about veganism, and I'm just suddenly like, what's vegan? I just don't know what to do. Like I get scared to hand out leaflets, so I'm just like, please take a leaflet, please. And they just run away from me. the amount of people that are just like, fuck off when sorry, I shouldn't really swear, but anyway.
I think people kind of, people don't want a leaflet from me. They're just like, no. I think they feel a bit sorry for me because I'm just like really shy and like
you're
really
so
shocked.
Cute. How tall are you?
5'2".
I'm 5'2" as well though, so
Are you? I swear you're taller than me.
maybe I'm like, I'm on the like higher end. I'm like 5'2.9", so I'm like nearly 5'3", but I like to say I'm 5'2" because anyway. So my last question before we round this up, because it's now nearly 25 minutes. Sorry guys, I always do this. What are your future plans? What do you plan to do from here?
Well, at the moment for college, I'm kind of doing like a vegan storybook in the form of like an illustrated poem that will be like a book, and so yeah, that'll be done by the time I finish college, which is, I haven't got long to do it. Like just over a month. And then after that I'll be going to uni to do illustration, and I want to do vegan illustrations at uni as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I just want to keep doing my illustrations, really, like getting the message out there. Hopefully have my own shop or something.
Yeah.
Like Alba Paris, Alba Paris got her own shop and so, that'd be cool.
Have you ever considered like putting your designs on something like Etsy or Redbubble so that people can get like stickers and t-shirts?
Yeah, I might. I think I'll eventually do that.
That'd be amazing. I know they take a lot of the percentage, but if it got really popular, and I suppose you don't do it for profit, you do it for fun anyway.
Yeah, I just do it to get the message out there, really.
Exactly, and it is. Which is
I'd like to like work with organisations or something, like vegan organisations. And maybe like I want to make some of my work into stickers and do some sticker bombing.
That would be amazing.
It's just a good way to get the message out. I can't talk today.
That's okay.
But yeah, if you don't know Tally's art, what's her last name? I don't know. She's just called Tally's Art on Instagram. She does sticker bombing and her stickers are great. You should check her out if you get the chance.
I'm gonna check all the people you've mentioned out, and I'll speak to you about it after, and I'll put links in the description below. So everyone, please check out everything. I'm gonna round this up now, but basically check out her Instagram, check out her Facebook page, go buy these amazing t-shirts. They're super comfy and super eco-friendly, and just keep an eye on her because she's going places. Okay guys, see you soon. Bye.